Okay, so if you look, this is the quarter one interim review. So we have x cubed times x to the fifth. Remember, if you ever get stuck when you have these, let me zoom in a little bit and focus it better. When you have these, you can always just expand it out if you get stuck. So I have x cubed times x to the fifth. And so you could count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it would be x to the 8th. Or remember, you can do x cubed plus 5, because if there are 3 here, 5 more here, then it would be x to the third plus 5, which would equal x to the 8th. Okay. This one, again, if you get stuck, expand it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1, 2, 3. Cancel. So you're left with x squared. Or you could do x to the fifth, and I always think of that as my minus sign, cubed. 5 minus 3 would give us x squared. Okay, this one, expand it. 1, 2, 3 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Notice the difference between these two. This one, the larger number's on top. This one, the larger number's on bottom. So it would actually equal, there's nothing left on top. We don't put 0, we put a 1 as a placeholder. So it'd be 1 over x squared, or it would be x3 minus 5, which would give us x. If I give you $3 and I owed you 5, I still owe you 2. Remember a negative exponent. So x to the negative 2, you would have to put that in the bottom and put a placeholder. Okay, this next one, I have x cubed to the fifth. Notice whatever's inside of this parentheses, I have to write it 5 times. Just like this was just an x to the fifth, I have x cubed to the fifth, so I would have to write x cubed 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it would be x to the 15th. Or if you want to do the rules, it would be x 3 times 5, which would be x to the 15th. So remember your rules. If you get stuck, just expand it out. If you want to use the rules so you don't even have to do this stuff, then you would do x. Since it's multiplying, you add the exponents. This one, it's dividing, so you subtract. This one's also dividing, so you subtract. This one is a power to a power, so you multiply. Okay? Alright, we have this one. Same thing, this is squared. So I would do x, I have to write all of this stuff 2 times. So x squared y cubed z to the fifth times x squared y cubed z to the fifth. Okay, you have x squared and x squared. So that would give us x to the fourth, because I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4 x's. Then I have y cubed, so that would be y 3 and 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it'd be y to the 6th. And then I have z, 5 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it'd be z to the 10th. Okay, or you could do x squared times 2 y cubed times 2, because remember our rule that we just talked about here, you can multiply this and that. So it'd be 2 times 2, 3 times 2, and z 5 times 2, which would be x to the 4th, y to the 6th, z to the 10th. And again, this is supposed to be a review. If you don't remember any of this stuff, you should probably go back and watch some of the videos of me teaching these rules. Oh, and there's the last answer. Okay. All right. Now it says find the value of the missing number. There's a question mark right there. It's kind of hard to see on my document camera, but there is a question mark right there. So we know we always have to multiply the numbers. So 2 times 3, those are the coefficients, which gives us 6. So 2 times 3 equals 6. Then we have x cubed and x to some value. So we have x cubed times x to something has to equal x to the 10th. So we have 1, 2, 3. Notice this is multiplying, so you could do this right here. So we need something plus that, or 3 plus something has to equal 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I take off those 3 and those 3, I know it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the answer right there would have to be 7. 3 plus 7 gives us 10. Okay, now this next one, sorry, I realized I didn't have my calculator out. So this next one, and I'm just going to use the calculator on my phone because I don't have a calculator in front of me. This next one, you have 8.4 times 10 to the 6th divided by 2 times 10 to the 4th. So remember, split this into 2 parts. Do 8.4 divided by 2, and then do 10 to the 6th divided by 10 to the 4th. Oh, I just wrote, sorry, 10 to the 4th. So I'm going to do 8.4 divided by 2, which is 4.2. And then if I have 10 to the 6th over divided by 10 to the 4th, remember this rule that we did right here in both of those spots? You could do 10 to the 6 minus 4, which equals 10. 10 minus 4 is, or 6 minus 4 is 2. Or you could expand it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. And I'm left with 10 squared. Remember, if it would have been on bottom, it would have been a negative, and we do leave scientific notation as a negative power. So it'd be 4.2 times 10 squared. Remember to always check to make sure that this number is between 1 and 10. So there we go.